For today's tutorial, you're going to need a 5mm crochet hook. Also need a weaving needle. So you're going to need scissors. If you wish to put a pom-pom like I did in the video tutorial, you will need a mini pom-pom maker. And let's get started. Okay, so to begin this tutorial, you can either chain 3 and slip stitch into the first stitch for beginners if you don't know how to do a magic loop. And there's a lot of tutorials out there on how to do a magic ring, but so to begin the hat, you're going to single crochet 8 times into the magic ring. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now I use the magic ring because I don't like the hole, and I like it to be nice and closed tight. So you're going to join to your first single crochet. Excuse me, I have a dry cough right now. So you're going to join to your first single crochet, and now you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. So now you're going to do 2 double crochets into that very first chain 2, because your chain 2 doesn't count as anything. Your chain 2 doesn't count as anything, so I'm going to put another one in here. It's going to look like you have 3 double crochets, but you don't, because remember that this chain 2 is like invisible. It's supposed to help the line kind of decrease being like seen. So now you're going to place 2 double crochets in each stitch around, and you should have a total of 16 double crochets. So put one in every stitch around, put 2 sets. So coming to the end right here, you're going to have your last 2 double crochets. I'm going to kind of like tug this in so then that way there's no hole. Hate holes. So now you're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet, and not the chain 3, because remember the chain 3 counts as nothing. So after this, chain 2 for round 3. Now we're going to place 1 double crochet into the same chain 2. So we put 1 double crochet, and in the next stitch you're going to put 2 double crochet. Put 1, and then put 2. And then place 1, and then 2, and you're just going to continue this pattern all the way around. So okay, so coming up to the end, you're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet, and at the end of this round 3 you should have a total of 24 stitches. So now onto round 4, you're going to chain 2. There's 1 and 2, and now you're going to place one single double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So there's 1, 2, and now you're going to place an increase. So you should put 2 double crochets into the stitch, and then 1, and then place another one, and then place 2. And then you're just going to keep repeating this pattern until the end, and then we will meet back up when you get done doing this whole round. I have a total of 32 at the end of this round, and you should your last stitch should be a set of 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Okay, coming up to the end, I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch into the first double crochet. Now we're going to work on the ear holes. So you should have a total of 32, and this is round 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so we're going to be working on the ear holes. You're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and you're going to do 1 double crochet into the next. After you chain 2, you're going to place 1 double crochet into the same chain 2. So there's 1 and 2 and 3. So ignore the chain 2 because the chain 2 counts as nothing. So what you're going to do now is you're going to chain 12, okay? So, because this is going to be the ear hole, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so after chaining 12, you're going to skip 7 stitches. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you're going to join with a double crochet into that stitch. And by the way, these chains count as a double crochet, so you're actually increasing on this side. Next thing you're going to do is put 1 double crochet into the next 7 spaces. So you should have a total of 8. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's 8. So now you're going to chain another 12, which is what we did on the other side. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And you're going to skip the next 7 stitches. I'm sorry, you're going to skip the next 6 stitches and get into the 7th stitch. If I didn't make that clear, then I'm making it clear now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So into the 7th stitch, you're going to join with a double crochet. So you've made your second ear hole. You're going to place one double crochet in the final stitches that you have here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, sorry about that. So my camera cut off. So in this round, which is round 5, excuse me, you should have a total of 44 stitches. After connecting to the seventh stitch, you're going to crochet in the next 8 stitches, so you should have 8 stitches. After this, so this is not included, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you're going to connect to the first double crochet. And the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to double crochet all the way around this part, round 6, and we're going to chain 2, place 1 into that very same stitch that you chained up to, double crochet into the second stitch that we made the last previous round. Then you're going to put another double crochet in here. So with this chain space, you're not going to do any double crochets into the stitches. What you want to do is just go over. So you're going to put a total of 12 double crochets into the chain. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So there, you can also shift these double crochets at the end if there's still your chain showing. Now you're going to double crochet into this first chain right here. You're going to double crochet into this first stitch right here to kind of fulfill it, you know, don't make it look so empty. And now you're going to double crochet in the next 7. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. And then again, just like we did on the other side, you're going to place, now that we're at this chain, you're going to place 12 double crochets into this space. And you're just going to repeat this until you get to the end. So now that I'm back, all I did was double crochet over the chains, double crochet into this first chain right here from right here, and then just put 1 double crochet in all these chains right here. And just put a double crochet in each stitch. So then I joined to the first double crochet right here, not into the chain, and I'm going to do chain 1, and you're just going to put 1 single crochet into every stitch, and you're also going to be doing your ear flap right now. So when you get halfway into the middle of your chain, 12 right there, you're going to want to go into the 6th stitch in your chain and do your chain 30 to make your ear flaps. That's if you want them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 6. Now you're going to want to chain 30. So go ahead and chain up 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And go ahead and continue chaining up 30, and I will meet you right back. Okay. So now that I've chained 30 stitches, you're going to be working along the sides, okay? Because you're going to be doing half double crochets on the side to do your ear flaps. You want to yarn over and into the second chain right here, you're going to make a half double crochet. Just like that. And you're going to keep going down your 30 chains like so. Now I prefer half double crochet. Some people like to do the slip stitch all the way up, but I don't because I prefer like a thicker size for my braid for the dog. So just keep half double crocheting all the way until you get to the end. And I will be right back when I get to the end. Now I've done my half double crochets all the way to the top. Okay, you should have 29 or 30, doesn't matter, but you're gonna now, instead of slip stitching, because some people like to slip stitch like that, you can just after that put a single crochet into the next stitch and then just keep going to the other side. Do a single crochet all the way to the other side, and then do the same thing with the ear flap. But when you get into the 6th stitch in the middle of the chain, you're going to chain 30, and you're going to put a half double crochet into the second chain from your hook, and it's just really easy. Nothing really to it. This is a very easy pattern and really easy for beginners, especially for all those animal lovers out there like myself. Very easy. And you can, this would make a great Christmas present for your friend, your coworker, or somebody that's got a cute little small dog, or even if you do it for charity for the animal shelter, that would be so nice. Okay, so now we're going to start working on the chain because we're getting to along the other side of the hat of the ear. So there's 1 single crochet, there's 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, 4, 5, and 6. So you're going to chain 30 again, like I did on the other side, and you're going to half double crochet into the second chain from the hook, work your way back up, and I'm going to go ahead and make my 30 and my half double crochet, and I will be right back. Okay, so now you can chain 1. And all you have to do is now you can finish off. So let me take that out. You might want to cut a long string. Oops. So then that way, like, you can weave your ends in really well. I cannot stand when people cut them really short and then they can't weave their ends in right. I make sure mine are like really tucked in good. So here is the hat. And let me see if I can just get this off and make it look nice. Okay, so then there's your hat. I haven't tucked in my ends, but this is what the hat should look like before you put the pom-pom on. So when you put the pom-pom on, this is what it's going to look like. See? And if you're interested on how I made the pom-pom, just go ahead and keep watching.